Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Adventures in Dog Training with American Standard Dog Training and American Overwatch Canine Services. So this is a very special video, like many of our videos. Who you see before you is Thanos. Some of you may remember him from a few months ago. We had him here when he was about 9 months old for a doggy board and train program. We trained him up, was a phenomenal dog, did excellent, took him back to the owner. Owner was ecstatic, things were wonderful. Stayed in touch with the owner, everything stayed great. A few months later, the owner reached out and said, look, hey Garrett, unfortunately, I can't keep the dog. Why? Because the guy is super busy, has a big family. His children live in another state. So 1 week out of every month, he has to travel out of state, several states away from Florida up to Tennessee. So it becomes an issue of where we're gonna keep the dog for an entire week. Where do we board him? The boarding starts to get expensive. Also, he's renting a home, a smaller home with a really small backyard. And he works probably 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And you guys are seeing where I'm going. Amazing dog, amazing owner, is not the best match. And he realized that as he's like, man, and that's how he worded it. This is not fair for the dog. He just kept coming back to that. It's not fair for the dog. He needs more room. He needs more attention. He needs someone, you know, there to work him, train him. He knows the potential of this dog, but realized like he wasn't able to fill that potential. So very smart on his part to realize that now. It'd have been nice if we, you know, obviously hindsight's 20/20. So we're not gonna give him a hard time for, he was trying to make the right decision, you know, when he got the dog. And trust me, when he did his research and his homework. This gentleman right here, you see before you, Mr. Thanos, came from Italy, imported here into the States, and it's a $10,000 import. The guy got a deal on it and paid $7,500 for a dog like this. That's a lot of money, and I think, but I think he got his money's worth. So anyways, he reached out to us as the dog was nearing around almost 12 months old. This is a couple weeks ago, and said, Garrett, do you think you can find a home for him? Someone that knows the breed, someone that can handle him and everything that he's about to become, someone that can give him a life fulfilled with all his greatest doggy fantasies. And I said, yeah, I think I know someone. And you're looking at him. So this is our dog now. What better place than the place that he somewhat grew up, and a place where he's gonna have adventures every day, train every day, meet new dogs, meet new people, and turn him into the best dog we can. So my aim is to make him a demo dog, if you will. He's gonna be our personal dog, but we're gonna take him to a super high level. We're gonna try to do some protection work with him. And he seems to have the genetics for it. He has crazy, crazy prey drive, a little bit of bite drive. And as you can see, it's typical Corso stuff. He's still a puppy. That's a 105-pound puppy right there. I expect he'll top out around 130 to 140. Just based on what I'm seeing now. I think he's a beautiful, beautiful dog. I am biased, but even though before he was my dog, the wife and I just kept saying like, God dang, that is a nice looking dog. He's got a beautiful structure, nice coat, love the color. Let's take a look at his head size here, his head shape. It's beautiful. He's just a stud, man. And even professional dog trainers who've come to the house and seen him just go, man, where did you get him? He's like a sculpture. And again, I'm biased now, but I've always thought he was a good looking dog. And as he continues to fill out, he's gonna become even more and more impressive. So I'm just very happy to have him, very happy to introduce him to the channel. Cane Corsos have become extremely popular. Just let him do his thing. They've become crazy popular in the States. I still, however, don't recommend them for most families. But hence why I didn't feel comfortable giving this dog to anybody else but us. You know, I just have to really think through it, like who can handle the monster that he's gonna become. 130, 140 pound dominant battle tank is what he is. So he's off camera relieving himself, but we'll get him back in frame here in just a second when he's finished. Thanos, come here, Bubba. In fact, I had someone post the other day on one of my channels and said, I have a 160 pound Cane Corso that I trained without an e-collar. Merry Christmas, congratulations. Don't put it in writing. I want you to take a video camera and I want you to go to the most public place in your area and walk the dog off leash without an e-collar and show me. The proof's in the pudding. You're not gonna be able to do it. I know you're not gonna be able to do it because if you did, you would have done the video already. So training, your ability to train without an e-collar doesn't mean you're a better trainer. It just means you don't know how to train with an e-collar. So I can train a dog with or without an e-collar, but I'm gonna train a dog like this wild man here with an e-collar, because when he's 140 pounds and I tell him wherever we may be, whatever we may be doing, and whatever may be going on in the background or the foreground, when I say come here, it means right now. So we don't play games with a dog like this. So hence why we go back to what I was saying. This dog is not for most people, most families. You'll hear me say it 1,000 times. So let's watch him grow up. He'll be one of the most famous Cane Corsos on YouTube. I know that Jason's out there with his big black beast, and as a beautiful dog. We're gonna raise him up right and show you what the end product is as we continue to work him. We'll work him forever and ever. All right, so we're gonna close this video out with saying, you know, this is Thanos. He's part of the family now, 12 months old. He actually turned 1 year old like 2 or 3 days ago. So you're gonna see a lot more of him on the channel, whether it's, you know, starring him or him in the background, teaching other dogs how to behave. And again, we're just gonna try to take him to that next level and that next level. He's gonna be what I hope to be one of the most well-behaved Cane Corsos on the internet. Not just the most beautiful, he already is. Not just the most handsome or the most handsome trainer and owner. All jokes aside, he needs to be the best, right? We need to set the standard. American Standard Dog Training, it's gonna be your American Standard Cane Corso right here. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video.